With Thanksgiving right around the corner, today we're going to smoke a turkey breast with the spiced cranberry rum sauce. Now this recipe is perfect if you have a small family. You only need the turkey breast, and this cranberry rum sauce is so easy to make. Alright, you'll need to brine this turkey breast if you want to keep it moist. I'm telling you, brine, brine, brine. Now, 24 hours is plenty, but I've actually let this brine for 48 hours. No reason other than I just didn't get to it when I was expecting to. So all I'm going to do is remove this guy from the brine. Let's talk about the brine. 1 gallon of water, 1 cup of salt mixed together. That's it. Anybody can make these brines. Now, all I'm going to do now is dry this guy off. Actually, not just dry, but really what I want to do is get any excess salt that might be laying around on the outside of this turkey. And then, I mean, again, you can see this is a pretty simple step, right? Just kind of dry it off. No need to take it inside and run it underwater and all of that good stuff. Now this step's totally optional. I'm just going to put a little seasoning on the outside. You don't need to do this. You can let the cranberry glaze that we're going to make, in fact we're going to cook it in the cranberry glaze. But if you want an extra layer of seasoning or flavor, today I'm going to use this Gator Hammock Gator Done right here. This is just a general purpose seasoning. It's got salt, garlic, black pepper, onion, paprika, some spices, and some peppers. Now, if you don't have this or you don't want to use this, no problem. You can use salt and pepper. You can use your favorite turkey rub if you want. Okay, so I'm just going to season it down a little bit. I'm not going to take the time to peel back the skin and put it under the skin and all that. Because like I mentioned, we're going to let the cranberry sauce glaze, the spiced rum cranberry glaze, do its job with flavoring here. So as soon as I get this all seasoned up, I'll show you what we got going on this Gourmet Guru Grill, how we're preparing it, and then we'll get this turkey on there. Okay, our setup for the Gourmet Guru today, you can see it's right at 250, 255. This thing runs, this gauge is always about 15 degrees higher. So we're running about 240, which is fine. You can cook this turkey anywhere, 225, even up to 300 if you're doing it in your oven. I've got the bottom vent an inch open, and then we've got the top one here between 1/3 and halfway open. So got the charcoal going. I want to cook this guy indirect. So we're going to put the plate setter in. Oh, I'm sorry, before I do that, we want to get some wood in here. And I'm going to use Mulberry. I love this Mulberry with wild game, you know, like pheasant, duck, quail. So this is my first time trying it with turkey. Just going to put a few pieces in here because I'm not planning to open this back up. Now we want to cook this guy indirect. So I'm just going to get the plate setter in here. See, we're already starting to get a little smoke. I'm going to put the grate in. And I am going to use a pan today. And the reason I'm using this pan is I mentioned we're going to make a spiced cranberry rum sauce and glaze this guy throughout the cook. It's only been 5 minutes. You can see we got a nice smoke going. What we're going to do is let this guy go for 1 hour. Then we'll make the sauce and we'll insert a probe into the turkey so that we can keep an eye on the temperature. It's been 1 hour. Okay. Just going to take my turkey breast here, flip it over, let it cook, keep on cooking. Now I'm going to put my temperature probe in here, the thick part. We're going to close this back down, let it go at least another half hour, and then get that sauce glaze going. It's been 1.5 hours. Let's get this glaze going. I'm starting out with 3 tablespoons of butter. Then I'm going to add 1 can of cranberry sauce. This is a 14-ounce can. And what I've got here is a 1/4 cup of frozen orange juice, the concentrate, not out of a, not ready to drink, the kind you mix up, I guess is what I was trying to say. I want to get this mixed up a little bit. Now, the original recipe I saw for this was from Chile Pepper magazine. I'm just making a minor tweak to it. That's a great magazine if you're looking for recipes. Now, I'm going to use this Blair's Death Rub. It's called Death Rain Habanero seasoning. I'm going to use about a half a teaspoon. You could use cayenne. You could leave this out if you don't want it to be spicy. Just going to get this mixed up a little bit. Okay, and now what we're going to do is add a half a cup of dark spiced rum. I love this Kraken. Use your favorite. Let me just get a half a cup poured out here. We'll get that in. Okay. Then the last thing we're going to add is about, what would you say? Quarter cup of honey. This happens to be Brazilian pepper. You can use whatever your favorite honey is. That's what I have here. So what we're going to do is bring this to a simmer, and I'm going to cook it down to about half. And then when it's ready to start, when it gets down to about half, I'll bring you back. We'll take a look at the sauce before we glaze the turkey breast. Okay, it's been 20 minutes total, and if you see this sauce, it's really starting to thicken up. We're going to turn off the heat because it'll thicken up a little bit more as it cools a bit. And 2 hours into this cook, it's time to get this cranberry sauce glaze going on this guy. It's about 130 degrees right now. Just going to paint it all up with this awesome sauce we made. You can see how thick it's gotten. And then once I get this turkey breast all painted with this sauce, we'll close the lid and let it cook till it comes on up to temperature. Okay, it's been just a little over 3 hours. Actually took a little longer than I was expecting. Smells great. Get this probe out of here. We're right at about almost 170. It's actually 5 degrees more than it needed to be. Okay, let's get this turkey off here. We're just going to let that guy rest for a while. It's steaming pretty good, about 10 minutes. We'll cut into it, see what it looks like. Okay, our turkey's rested here about 20 minutes. Let's just carve off a little bit, because we have to taste it. Well, I can smell the smoky flavor, I'll tell you that. Oh. Minor crash scene. No problem. Okay. You can see it's getting to be juicy there. Look at the juice. Okay. I think that's enough to taste it. If I can keep this guy from falling off this board. I'll tell you what, let's just lean it over. And now what we're going to do, a little bit of that sauce I had still in the pan. Right? Alright, let's give this a try. Really tender, moist. Okay, wait. It's going to take another bite before I can describe it. I want to get some of that skin. Oh, man. Okay. Super juicy. You definitely got the smoke flavor there. The glaze, cranberries first in terms of the flavor. That habanero, the Dave's habanero powder we put, it's mild. It's in the background. If you wanted more spicy flavor, you know, you could add a whole teaspoon or what have you. I mean, this is really good. And you get that flavor of the rum. I mean, I can just about put rum on anything and eat it. I'm telling you, it's just really delicious. If you have a small family or just a couple people and you're only making a turkey breast, this is the way to go. Hey, thanks for watching another one of our episodes. If you have any questions, comments, leave them below. I hope you hit that subscribe button.